Yo! We are back.
We're back.
We're back. We're
After
rocking.
Fucking holiday hiatus.
Yeah, holiday. It was Christmas, New Year's.
Yeah, we're like,
Happy
let's switch the
holiday.
podcast to fucking Mondays.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't mind the Mondays.
Yeah, but like every holiday is on a Monday,
Is it?
basically.
All the important ones.
All the
Martin
important
Luther King
ones.
Day is always on a Monday.
I don't know. Do you take off from Martin Luther King Day, Tony?
I do not.
Okay.
I do.
Sorry, I guess I'm racist.
I do because I am 4% black
Are you
No,
that
I'm not.
much?
For the
No.
from the
you're
waist down. That's
from the
what-
waist down. I'm actually like 2% Chinese. Funny. My sister came
That
out.
explains
Oh,
so much
you
about
did
your
that?
taste to women.
My sister came out 10% Chinese. I was
Really?
like, oh shit.
What, on like 23andMe or
Yeah,
something like
it
that?
is wild.
Yeah.
I came out like 73% Portuguese.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
That's fucking wild.
Let's introduce our guest.
Yeah, let's get Steve in the house.
This guy, me and this fella used to have a podcast together. It's called the Rocco and Travis Hour.
Yeah.
Oh, he remembers.
Yeah, it's still up on Spotify if you want to go check it out.
Then someone shanghaied my co-host.
Yeah.
No, that was all on me.
Well, technically, we're not even done though. I left all the equipment at his house, so we can resume anytime we want.
Oh yeah, you still have the microphone, right?
yeah, I still have everything.
Yeah.
Honestly, I totally forgot about it.
I appeared on that podcast, but you weren't there.
Yeah.
I did it with Steve, and then there was a chick, and I think, Nick Tardo?
Yeah.
Oh, that was Sarah.
Sarah Ott was still on the show.
Yeah, Sarah Ott.
Well, anyway, guys, he's a Long Island favorite. He's all over it. You're gonna love him.
Completely changed subject. Let's not talk about her anymore. That should not be
Give it
talked
up right now for Stephen Rocco Perillo.
Oh, thank you. Well, actually, I changed it to Steve Rocco now.
Oh, it's different now.
Yeah, it's just Steve Rocco now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're like
It's brand
Prince.
new. So
You're gonna turn your fucking
the
name
artist
into
formerly known as Rocco.
He's just gonna go by a symbol soon.
What
coffin emoji.
Why the change?
Because it was too difficult for people to remember the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it, Steve Rocco. That's it.
Yeah, people always like try to do the Hugh Daniel Murray for me because it's on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't have to do that.
Right.
Like, I just could go by Hugh Murray. I'm fine.
Yeah.
But like they make a point to do my middle name, but I changed it on Facebook because originally I was like Hugh Murray, and then I wanted like privacy in the stand-up world, so I went by like Hugh Daniel.
Exactly.
And then like everyone was introducing me as Hugh Daniel, and I was like, no, it's Hugh Murray. But then when my Dewey article came out,
Your full name is on it.
yeah, they posted my full name, like Hugh Daniel Murray the Fourth, and they listed my address. I was like, I guess I don't have any privacy, so I went by my full name on Facebook. But like, that's what they introduced me as, and it's like, you don't have to.
Yeah, why don't they just ask, like, how do you want to be introduced? You know, like
Yeah.
a professional host should do.
Yeah.
That's what a host should do.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy. That's how I would like to be. Eddie
Just
Murphy.
Travis has changed his name to Eddie Murphy.
Next guy's coming up is Chris Rock.
Yeah. Chris Cock.
Chris Cock. What was I gonna say? Yeah, dude. So it's been a while. I haven't seen you in a little bit.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
How was everyone's New Year's? What did you guys do?
yeah.
I just hung out, Marissa and the kids.
All right.
Yeah. My family like came over, like my sister with the kids, and my parents, and we had like a little like late Christmas party.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically everyone left except Marissa and the kids. Saw the ball drop, and then I threw their asses out of my house.
My.
I didn't do shit. What I feel like I had a family that came over that I haven't seen in years.
Okay.
The guy lives in Hawaii now, and he has 4 kids.
Dude, I'm
Jesus.
So
Well,
try
I'm not
getting.
jealous of the 4 kids.
I'm
but,
not.
like,
I'm not either.
I would love to live in Hawaii. Holy fuck.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it is.
It's really
I heard,
expensive because
yeah.
everything's imported.
Yeah.
So for you to get a gallon of milk, it's like $10 or some
Yeah.
shit.
Oh,
Like,
fucking wild.
That sounds horrible.
yeah, no, it's pretty rough. But I mean, you're literally living in paradise.
Mm-hmm.
But he has 4 kids. I don't know, like 4 kids plus his wife. That's I don't know, all those plane tickets
Yeah.
to Hawaii and back. I'm like that's a lot.
Yeah.
So like we only really see him like I don't know.
It's a couple G's, man.
Yeah, that's probably. How much do you think that is? Probably like 10.
easily. Yeah.
Yeah, probably like, honestly maybe even 20.
I'd say 10 to 12.
10, 15,
Yeah.
something like that.
Depends like how early you book it.
Yeah.
You know, like if you knew way in advance. Because, dude, like I went to California once and like I was like really late with the tickets.
Yeah.
And I ended up like spending like $1,600 going both ways.
Oh.
You know, like it was like 800 like there and back, you know, but I was really late buying the tickets. Like everyone was telling me if you like buy early, like it probably would have been like 400.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I did get for Christmas? I got this fucking fidget spinner. It's fidget cube, whatever. And dude, like this is just infinite.
Who got you that?
My sister.
Your sister?
Because she knows that I twitch. I twitch heavy.
You do.
So when I'm starting to feel the twitch coming on, I just start playing with this thing, and it like eradicates it.
Dude, it changed the game.
Yeah, dude, it takes out like 90% of my twitching. I
was saying that Travis should start a line of merchandise, just like Travis Grant fidget spinners.
Yeah.
That's a fucking good idea.
Yeah, for merch, dude, like going on the road or something.
And I could like design my own.
Yeah,
you know,
dude, that's not bad.
Like, you want this?
Dude, Chris Roach sells fucking potato chip clips.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like,
yeah,
he did. Weird. I don't know if he still does, but he called them Roach clips.
I used to sell.
Oh,
yeah, dude. I thought it was the coolest merch idea ever, and it's just like a little thing, like, you know.
My boy, City Comic, Mike Mancusi.
Yeah,
he sells or used to koozies. So Mike
Mancusi
koozies.
Yo, great idea.
And I was like, can you give me one of those, dude? Like, I want a Mike Mancusi koozie.
Yeah.
I used to sell my own funeral cards.
Yeah, you did.
That was a good idea.
Yeah. But I have to change it now because I changed the name, so the whole name's on it now. Yeah. But I would donate half the money to suicide prevention.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Which is cool.
Yeah, there's a cause. You know what I mean?
You don't hear a lot about that. It's cancer takes the cake on that one.
Yeah. Cancer and like...
I don't mean to knock cancer down a few pegs.
What do you think's number 2? Like fucking women getting beat up?
By you, yeah.
the way you said that, you're just like, you know.
Number 2, I don't know. Probably like Alzheimer's. No, pancreatic cancer is still cancer. Alzheimer's,
yeah. Or fucking what? Parkinson's.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah. So Steve, what did you do for New Year's?
I was hosting for Keegan and Carla in the Giggle Room.
I got asked to do that, and I turned it down, and I was actually kind of
all right.
pissed.
So the host.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you turned that. All right. So I'm just trying to figure out how many people they asked before they got to me.
Yeah.
I was like the 10th person.
Yeah. I don't know. Keegan dropped it on me like day of, and like if I would have canceled plans, like I would have got beat up. You know.
Well, I was originally. He offered me a guest spot on the show.
Yeah.
But then he's like, "Do you want to host?"
Because I hosted.
Since you're there already.
I hosted the Late Show last year.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun, and I was like, kind of bummed I didn't get asked this year, and then it's just like the fucking day of I did, you know.
Yeah
I rung in the new year. I did the countdown and everything.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I was the first comic on that stage come New Year.
I know, dude. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. I did that last year, and last year was kind of fun. We actually told the story, I think, on your show, right, where they had it was like a disaster. They had the bag of balloons on the ceiling.
Yeah.
And they tried to pull the string to rip them down, but the whole fucking thing fell. And it just like knocked over everybody's drinks
shit.
and shit.
Oh,
no. It was
so fucking funny.
Yeah, dude. It was really funny. It was just pure chaos when the ball was dropping.
Were you dating Marissa, right? That's her name?
No, yeah. Actually, we weren't. And yesterday was our 1-year anniversary.
Okay,
nice.
cool.
Oh, I saw that. Congrats, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
Because the girl I'm dating now, she made a big deal. She wants to do the kiss at midnight.
Yeah,
but I was on stage. I'm like, Debbie, come here.
I was gonna say Debbie, right?
Yeah, and like I gave her. She didn't want to come on stage with me, so I had to like kind of like lean over and be like,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, did all the comics come on stage?
No, it was just me.
Last year, every fucking comic went on stage. It was pandemonium.
Yeah, but what happened was there was a comic that ran over by 4 minutes.
Oh yeah, I had that shit too.
4?
Yeah, 4 minutes, dude. I'm not gonna mention the comic's name, but and I was told by other people that this guy tends to go over, and I'm like, listen. We have the hard cut the show at 11:56, so everyone can get their champagne and everything, and he still goes over. So like Landolfi now has to get his time cut, so we ended that hard time.
Right,
like just very unprofessional.
Oh, what you ended at? We didn't even end at New Year's after the ball drop. We had like another hour of comedy. Dude, it was insane. No, but because there were so many people on the show. And then I told the story on Tony's podcast, but Brian Paul was on the show.
Okay.
And I think I had to cut him at, like, everybody was doing like 6 minutes. I had to cut him at 3, and it was like 11:58 because, like, I had to get back up and like get prepared for the fucking ball drop.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad. It's like this guy waited like an hour and a half for his 6 minutes and he got to do 3.
Brian Paul, take 2.
Yeah. I felt bad.
I think the only time I've ever went over like that was like 4 or 5, and I was in AC at AC Comedy Club, and like I was waiting for the light, and I was like, "Where's this light?" I knew. Like I was like, "All right, dude, you've done like 20 right now. Right. You're coming up on it." And then she like. The manager, I thought she was taking pictures of me.
Oh.
So I kept seeing the light.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool, pictures.
I've had that happen.
And then after, she was like waving it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, shit, that's the light.
She's boomeranging now.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, like you were like fucking 5 minutes over. Yeah. I was like, I'm so sorry, this and that. And then they made me take a shot of this drink called Malort.
As punishment?
Yo. It is like gas water.
Oh my god!
And I was like, okay, that's like
like a club tradition that if someone goes over, they have to do that.
Yeah,
that's so
funny.
And
then they cut my ass every time I'm over there. But dude, that Malort shot, by far the worst liquor I've ever had in my fucking life, dude.
I went over here one time. It was Olga Namer's birthday show, and we were smoking so hard, like out back and everything, and I was stoned out of my mind, and I just ran the line by like 6 minutes. Dude. But there was no show after us, so it's not that big. Obviously, it's not a good practice,
right.
But dude, props to you for even getting on stage high. I did that once in Staten Island, and I'll never ever do that again. I forgot I was even a comedian. Like I got up and
the
it was
audience
like,
did too.
Yeah, and it was like, oh yeah, I looked like I was just like the janitor. Like it was like, dude. It was bad. Dude, I forgot I was a comedian.
Yo, I watched Theo Von, like an old clip of him at the Laugh Factory, and went on stage with after taking mushrooms.
Oh no!
And that's exactly what happened. Like, he just like sat down under lights. He's like, yeah, I'm just like, this is just good because I'm warm now. And people were like, what the fuck is happening? He just was not telling jokes. But he's such a weird guy. People were laughing anyway.
Yeah, he has that thing about him where he could just like be himself.
Yeah,
he's actually funny. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, man.
Actually, I took some shrooms and I was on the beach the other day.
Oh yeah,
pretty rad. It was New Year's Day, so I rang in the New Year. It was cool.
Okay,
it's cool. I live a 5-minute walk away now, so I'm just whatever.
That's a chill place to do shrooms.
Are you a shroom guy?
Yeah, I like shrooms.
You should vote for RFK Jr. then.
Yeah?
Yeah, he wants to legalize psychedelics.
Yeah. Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a pretty decent idea. People have been starting to use psychedelics for veterans with PTSD.
Yes, dude. Exactly.
And people with drug addiction, and they're actually having success with that in that type of area where fucking people trip balls and then all of a sudden they don't want to do drugs anymore.
Dude, I use it as because obviously I'm fucking staying away from being a dickhead.
Yeah.
And I feel like I use it as every once in a while I'll use it as a life check-in.
Yeah.
And I was literally just it was dusk at the beach, and it was just super cool, and I stayed there till it was completely dark.
Yeah.
And it was just no, you got this, Trav. You're doing well. Just stay away from this, stay away from that. It's a good reset.
Yeah.
You calm down about a lot of things that weren't really that serious. And I think it's super helpful.
See that's where I'm that's cool to do shrooms on a beach and just fucking relax and check in with nature and yourself. Dude, I just can't, like, Theo Von going on stage with mushrooms, and people, like, take mushrooms and, like, fucking do crazy shit, you know? And it's just like, why would you want to do that, you know? Like go to, like, a fucking rager party or something, you know?
The first time I ever did mushrooms, we went whitewater rafting.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
It was fucking, dude, it was a lot.
That's chaos.
It was just like, but it was like, it was the first time I ever did it. So I don't know. I had this weird bravery to me, but I looked like Washington crossing the Delaware. Like, it was just like, it was so, dude, it was like magical because you make it past like the rapids, and then there was like this cool part where you just kind of chill, and then we like parked our boat and we all just like sat on these like rocks. It was, dude, it was. I'll never forget that in my life. And then then there was a storm, like a major fucking storm, and it was like, it wasn't raining, but the lightning was cracking behind the clouds, and every time the lightning would hit, it would light up the whole sky, and then like the light behind the clouds looked like it was all these like pictures. Dude, I thought it was like God's face looking down at me.
Oh my God.
And I was like, but I was comfortable. I was like there. I was on a rock with this stream passing all around me, just like watching these pictures being illuminated in the sky, and it was like, this is fucking awesome. This is great.
You know what they say, when you do shrooms for the first time, you're supposed to have someone there who's experienced in it.
Oh yeah,
so like to be like your shaman guide, your spirit walker, whatever.
I would say that with acid.
Well, that's a big thing with DMT too.
Yeah,
it's like having a shaman.
Yeah.
That's how like the Native Americans used to do it. You know, like and like whatever fucking ancient. You know, apparently DMT's been around forever, but like you need like a shaman there.
Yeah.
I will guide you through the wilderness.
Yeah, you know, like shit like that, and you know, like it's real important, and like that's kind of like a better shot where you see like those entities that people talk about.
What about I was thinking this. You think you'd be able to have sex on shrooms?
I've
Yes.
heard it, yeah, I've heard
I heard it
people-
actually makes you horny.
Yeah.
It can, yeah.
I was thinking about it, and I was like, could I fuck my girlfriend right now? If I was on? I think a big thing with me is if you're going to be on drugs around a chick, whatever the drug is, like you have to be completely cool and comfortable around that chick.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, like if you aren't, those thoughts are just going to fester in your head, and you're not going to be able you're not going to be able to get past it.
Like on psychedelics, you just do not want any negative emotions.
No, not at all.
Like, because that'll just switch everthing, you know?
I think I always envied that. Like I would see a couple who
It's like, hey, you want borderline personality disorder for a day? Try psychedelics.
There you go.
I always looked at couples that kind of had that thing about them, like, you know, like a couple that's been together for like 8 years and they do drugs together, and I was just like, damn, like there's something about that I like, because it's like I feel like that couple knows each other so well,
Right.
like that's a strong couple,
Yeah.
right there, and you're like, that's fucking cool.
Right. Yeah. That sounds like a cool idea.
I mean, we had Neil
Hey,
on.
Marissa, you want to trip acid?
Acid would be too much. I'd be like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah. I've never done acid, man. It's like scares the shit out of me.
It's
Probably because it's called acid.
Yeah.
Maybe it was something less hostile. So it comes with a fucking. I know it's like little tabs, right? That's what acid is, but like, but like it sounds like it's like a vial of something.
Yeah.
You drink this.
murder nightmare liquid.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I've watched
I
enough
don't know.
Looney Tunes to know when I see the bottle of acid, it never ends well.
I mean, like, that's why when I did like the psychedelics, I was like, shrooms, like I tried, you know, I didn't like do a lot, so it didn't last a while. And I was like, all right, that was cool for me, you know, because I don't like like the same thing with like pot, where you like really fucking start like, you know, where you have like those bad sessions where you just like start like getting paranoid on pot, and you just want it to be over, and it's not. It like never ends. And it, like that's the same thing with like acid and like like tripping like really bad on shrooms. For me, like the DMT was awesome because it was just like fucking 10 minutes. I was knocked out and it was over, and then it's like, all right, time to go to work, you know, like you're just like a normal person. You just come out and you're fine.
What would you rather do? Would you rather be having the greenies hard, like you're having you smoked weed and you're having a freak out,
Yeah,
or you drank too much and you're throwing up and you're hugging the bowl.
Oh, drank too much. Easy. Yeah, for me.
Because both of those are definitely nightmare situations.
I'd rather be the freaking out on pot.
Really?
Yeah. I've had some pretty bad hangovers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Like, you wouldn't be hungover the next day.
Yeah.
With the pot.
Right.
You
That's
would-
true.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I remember my first time doing shrooms. Debbie, she was my spirit walker, right?
Okay.
And we had those chocolate bars, right?
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the instructions on the bag, how many I should take, and it says like 1 to 4 squares is a microdose.
Right.
She's like, no, take half the bar. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, they're not that strong. I felt lied to. I had half the. Oh, dude, it did not end well at all. She ends up leaving because she freaks out, and then I'm like,
she left you.
he left me on this trip. I call Fat Jay because that's where I got him from.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jay, I don't like this. I'm like in the shower holding myself. Oh my God, this isn't real. Everything's it's not real.
Who do you think? I'm trying to think the word. I was going to say, who would you least want to be your shaman?
You.
Maybe?
Hands down.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I knew what you were going to ask, and I already knew the answer was going to be you.
For me, it'd be like my dad.
Yeah, oh, God.
Just like fucking like just so disappointed at me the whole time. Like, like, come on, man, you're not supposed to be feeling this.
Yeah.
Like, you're just a pussy on weed, Hugh. Like,
Oh, my God.
just like judging me and like.
I remember I took shrooms once. It was years ago. Or was it during pandemic? Yes, it was pandemic. And it was we were at the Mile, Nautical Mile.
Okay.
And it's sunset. So like the sky looks like a canvas painting. It was like gorgeous. We're having a great time. And we were literally just talking about an ex-friend of ours who like turned he just turned his life around for the worse. And like in and out of jail, he's doing this, and we're like, man, fucking imagine being that psycho. Thank God he's not here right now. I looked down and he's like walking right towards me, and I was like, oh my God, no, dude, there's no fucking way this is happening. And then we had to like chill with him because he just like, when someone. Like, you don't want to hang out with him, and you're just kind of giving him cues, but he's just not picking up on it. And he's like, no, I know you don't want to hang out with me, but I have nothing to do, so I'm going to hang out with you.
Yeah,
And, like, when you're on shrooms, you're just not equipped for that. You're just kind of like, come on, man, just get the fuck out of here, right?
Yeah, you're, like, screaming in your head.
Yeah.
You're like, leave!
And me and him had just, like, had a fist fight in the street.
Oh, yeah?
And it was, like, that was the first time I was seeing him after it.
Oh, God.
I was like, dude, I don't know.
Who won?
It was, I think it was pretty even, honestly. And then my neighbors, it was broad daylight. And my neighbors came out and they were like, we're calling the cops. And then he fucking ran, took his garbage bag full of clothes and fucking dipped out.
But it's good that you guys are clean and whatnot. I quit drinking New Year's.
Oh, yeah?
I should. There's a caveat to that. I only drink now on special occasions, holidays.
I think that was my goal from the start. And then somewhere along the line, I started doing coke on a Wednesday. And I don't know what happened, but it just does happen.
Like since New Year's, I drank one day, and that was yesterday. Was my office's holiday party. I'm like, all right. I had a few. I didn't go crazy. They were even offering like Uber rides for people, and I'm like, no, I want to be responsible and everything.
I've just been eating edibles. Edibles is the answer. And they just are. They're just like, I'm like, why haven't I just been? I should just smoked weed instead of like.
I told you that a while ago.
You did, but I wasn't hearing it. I was like,
but you only do edibles. You don't smoke.
No, I think when I smoke, it hits me too fast.
Okay.
No, I'm like.
Okay, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like my drugs that come over me.
Yeah.
Like a warm towel. That's what I like. But when it hits me too, would you be driving like? Oh my God! Like I'm high behind the wheel of a car.
Oh yeah, that's not a good time.
No,
no.
Steve knows about that.
Shut up. Shut up. I wasn't high. I was drunk.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, we got.
That whole story is freaking.
Yeah, we got 2 DWEs here.
Yeah. Mine got bumped down to a DWAI, so I don't have a criminal record. Yeah, ability impaired.
Ooh.
So I don't have any criminal record. Thank you very much.
What I sent
Did I ever tell you why I swerved? By the way, I think I told.
Oh yeah, you told
Yeah,
me.
right. There was a girl who I was talking to at the time, and on Snapchat, she sends me a picture of her tits.
Oh yeah.
That's what caused me to swerve, and the cops happened to be right behind me. Like, you gotta be I originally thought they were pulling me over because I was on my phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just threw my phone, like shit.
You should have
Yeah.
showed him the
And then
tits.
the first thing they asked me is like, "Have you been drinking tonight?" I'm like, "I had a few."
Yeah.
Search the bathroom. Ah, damn it!
You should have.
didn't-
You should. You think if you showed him
It was
the tits-
Snapchat. I couldn't show them.
Oh,
Ah,
Oh yeah.
the evidence is fleeting.
Yeah.
you think if they were nice to Ben, like, dude, I was looking at tits. Nah, you're gay, dude.
I was wearing eyeliner. I have mugshots and eyeliner, dude.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's like not the worst that they've seen. Actually,
yeah,
maybe.
probably it might be.
It's probably not bad, but like strange. Like, you remember this fucking guy? This fucking guy came in.
Well, they were actually really cool because I was like very cooperative and everything. I sat in the front of the car. I didn't even go in
Oh,
the back.
really?
Yeah,
Really?
I was still handcuffed, but
They
I
let
sat
you
in the
sit
front
shotgun?
seat. Yeah.
That's funny.
The guy, like one of the officers, was like a big fan of stand-up comedy. He's like, "Yo, you know Chris Roach?" I'm like, "Yeah, I might have to call him to get me out of this."
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, he was like name dropping. Like,
dude, if a police officer told me to sit in the front, I would think he wanted me to suck his dick.
well, I did have my eyeliner on, so
I was like, this is gonna go real bad, dude.
thank God I had
Oh,
blowjob
my
eyes.
God.
Dude, okay, what if?
Well, let me finish the story.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they fingerprint me and everything, and there's like, all right, it's really late. We're going to not put you in a cell, but we'll release you to a friend. So it's 2:00 in the morning. I'm like, who the fuck's up? I go through 10 people on my recently called log, and who picks up the phone? Dom LaMarca.
Oh. Yo, he's probably really good. He probably came right away.
He did.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yo, I'll be
Yo,
there." In
Dom's a
I'm
really
like,
good
and I know
guy.
he's
Dom's a great guy.
he's a big stoner. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, if you're not okay to drive, don't show up to the police department.
Yeah.
He's like, "No, man, I got you.
Shows up like hot
Like freaking
boxing.
Jay's
Yeah.
picking up Silent Bob.
Yeah. It's like fucking asking Snoop Dogg to pick you up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Say, okay, hypothetical situation. Say you're, I don't know, you're framed for a crime.
Okay.
Your lawyer sucks, so he can't get you out of it. And you're facing like 8 to 10 years in prison.
Oh God.
And you're just sitting
My
there.
nightmare.
And you're 8 to 10 years right
Yeah.
now. So you're going to get out when you're like in your 40s.
Yeah.
So the judge hits you up and he's like, hey, if you just suck my dick and I finish in your mouth, you can walk out of here with an ACOD.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Dude, I would
I'm
maybe
doing it right away, dude.
You didn't even have to think
No
about
way.
that one.
Dude, I'd probably suck his dick.
Dude, I would do it hands down. Are you
I'd
kidding
probably
me?
suck his dick,
8
dude.
to 10 years, bro.
Dude,
and like,
I'm not doing
because like
that.
I'm picturing like
Yeah.
you're framed for a crime, and that sentence, like you're going to a fucking like
a
a
prison.
fuck me in the ass prison upstate, like Sing Sing. You
Yeah.
know,
So
like
either way, you're sucking dick.
yeah, dude.
Either way, you're gonna do something gay.
Either way, something gay's happening.
Yeah.
I'd rather be under my own terms.
Yeah,
rather be
that's what
under
I'm
oath.
saying. Like, dude, you do it once and you just that's it. Like, you might just go fucking away for 8 years and be someone's bitch and like in a gang. God, you know,
dude.
like I'm not fucking doing that, dude.
I was just watching. I had a Christina because she's not a big movie person.
Yeah.
And we were watching Shawshank Redemption,
Mm.
and so we were talking about prisons, and she was like, "Yeah, you know, like I heard women's prisons are this, women prisons are that." And I'm like, I'm not trying to be a sexist dick, but
Yeah.
like I think men prisons are way worse. dude.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
just getting. I mean, like I'm sure chicks get beat up, but did
Yeah.
you?
We don't know
You
how
know.
many liberties they took in Orange is the New Black, really.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it
that's
can't
true.
be like that tame. I
Yeah,
think it's
I
worse
watched
than
this.
that.
I watched this Australian show about a women's prison. Yo, like that. Yo, that show was fucked up.
Yeah.
If you like Google it, like the name will come up right away. But it was like Orange is the New Black, but like a hardcore version.
Mm.
You know,
Damn.
but like I don't know. Like in prison, like you're going to like if you go in there with like trying to like flex your personality, like something's gonna happen.
Right.
But from what I hear about like prison is like if you just go in and you're like chill and you just don't get involved in anything
Right.
stupid,
Yeah.
like they'll kind of leave you alone, you know? Like it's when you fucking
Unless you're like a child molester or something.
yeah,
like
oh
that. yeah,
then
those guys
fuck,
get
yeah,
fucked.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah, you're gonna get beat up. But it's like when you like say you're like trying to get involved in like drugs or like fucking, you know, like
like moving weight in the prison. You're saying?
yeah, like if you just try to do anything like that, like you're just gonna kind of get like sucked into the prison lifestyle, and like you're gonna be involved in some shit. So
Yeah.
like, you know, who knows what's gonna happen to you? But like if you just go in and like read books and fucking like, you know, like try to get your like college degree, they have programs like that in prison. So it's like,
Well, isn't that the point of prison? Is to
oh yeah,
to
like
you
to help you out,
Yeah,
like,
rehabilitate
yeah.
yourself.
Some
But
people-
it never really works.
yeah.
I heard you come out like just a better criminal.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, it's
what I
like the
heard.
same thing with like rehabs, you know,
Yeah.
dude. Like you go in and like sometimes you end up with like better connections and like, you know, you learn different stuff about different drugs. Like, dude, like the first time I went to rehab, like I was doing like just like normal painkillers,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
not even that strong, like Roxy 30s, you know.
Yeah.
By the time then I came out. And like the next time
I knew
was
what
like,
to ask for.
yeah, dude. Like the next time I was like,
I heard about all these other things.
yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
A whole new world.
Dude, you start romanticizing things in your head, like that other people are doing,
Yeah,
and it's like,
dude.
yo, like I want to try shooting something, you know, like
Yeah.
I want to try like heroin, and then it just kind of goes from there.
This guy with one eye makes it seem cool.
Yeah,
So like, why not me?
You know what I've been into lately? I went on a tear of sentence hearings, like reactions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just like court TVs. It's like,
Yeah.
I sentence you to life, and like, you hear like the family crying in the back. I don't know why
Yeah.
I'm into this.
Dude, I've seen a couple.
Because I think going to prison is every man's biggest fear.
Yeah,
Probably.
It's up there,
Probably
yeah.
like definitely top 5.
yeah,
I would
easily.
say.
Especially like in your scenario, like framed for a crime I didn't commit.
Did you
Like,
see-
dude, oh, hell
Did you
yeah.
see that? It was. I think it came out like early this year, like literally like 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Like this guy like jumps over the bench and attacks the judge.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna bring that up, dude. Did you see that video?
saw it.
Oh
that
my
was
God.
fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, he freaking he clears the freaking judge.
Yo, that guy's some athlete.
Yeah, dude, think about that. That's a leap.
crazy.
Dude, he like Troy Polamalu that shit.
Dude, that guy, you could tell how mentally unwell that guy was because did you see like the talks leading up to that?
No, I just watched the leap.
He was like very calm. And listen, I think I deserve another chance and everything. And they're just like, nah, not what we need to teach you a lesson. Not what you're.
Yes, you saw it.
Yeah. And then he's like, oh hell no! And he's like, boom, clears the bench. That was fucking amazing.
Yeah,
He
dude.
was talking like
And the-
someone who has talked himself out of stuff before
Yes.
successfully. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
He was. You could tell he was a smart guy.
Yeah.
like he had.
He's a sociopath.
yeah,
Or-
100%.
Wait, psycho. Psycho's the smart
So,
one.
yeah, probably
Yeah.
psycho.
Yeah, but dude, and then he.
Very manipulative.
Yeah, you could tell. Hey, listen, I'm really trying to do my. And I kind of believed him honestly, and I was like, oh, this guy's he's
And
good.
the judge was just not buying
No,
it. And
no.
she was right. Look
Yo,
what he
but
did.
she was kind of like laughing. I saw in the video. She
No.
was like smiling and laughing. It kind of seemed like, dude, if I see the judge like denying me parole and like laughing about it, like I would be like, what the fuck? Like, what's so funny?
There was someone in the comment. They were like, "Yeah, she was fucking with him. Like she deserves to get beat up."
Yo,
Whoa.
it
I
did
was-
kind of seem like she was fucking with him.
Really? I thought she
That's
was.
how I took it.
Really?
But I
thought-
only saw like a small clip. Like I didn't even listen to the words, you know.
Yeah.
But the video started and she's got this huge smile on. I'm like, what is she smiling about? She's like fucking like deciding on this man's life, you know.
It's hard to. It's real. I know kind of what that. Not like to that degree, but a much lesser degree. When
Yeah.
you like. You throw on your shiny shoes,
Yeah.
and you give him your shiniest smile,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Hey, listen, I'm really real. I'm changing my life around. I'm really working hard out here." And then they're like, "Well, it says here you had a hit and run last year, and then you had these tickets here, and then and I'm like,
Yeah.
but that was me in the past.
That's not me. That's not me anymore. I'm a new man now.
That's the old Travis.
Yeah, that's old Travis.
This is the new trap."
This is Mr. Japinji. Speaking of horrible life decisions, would anyone like a donut? They
Oh,
were
no.
here. before.
We'll see what
We
we're
got.
working here.
I think
Oh,
Tony,
damn
you
it,
brought these in.
bastard.
Eric Katzen was here this morning with me. He brought them.
I think the classic Homer Simpson.
I'm actually
Yeah.
I'm actually fasting. Right now, so I'm gonna fucking-
I'll get one on the way out because I think it's weird to eat on a podcast.
Yeah. Well, I have to eat now, man. I powerlift.
Oh yeah.
Are you finally working out?
Oh, I didn't start yet, but
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just getting the diet down now.
yeah, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's what they say. You have to get the discipline down first.
Sometimes I think about that. Like, who cares? Because I mean, like, your whole life is always like, let's try and get lean, get our calories down.
Right.
Sometimes I'm just like, imagine you just ate like a fucking boar, and you just fucking lifted heavy weights, and you're like, yeah, but you can't move. Like, yeah,
be
I don't
like
care.
Vader.
Yeah.
Never Vader.
Yeah, like, yeah, I don't care. I can lift a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want to be. I want to be that guy.
I can flip a Hyundai Sonata over, and I don't care. What about that?
Like Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
This fucking guy in WWE.
Oh
like
yeah.
Mark Henry.
Yeah.
I
Yo,
guess-
he's just a monster.
But he's also like 6'8".
Yeah. Like he's like 320 pounds. You know,
Damn.
he's not like defined really at all, but he's
He's
just
just a
like
fucking huge dude.
Huge dude. Yeah.
I mean, all those World's Strongest Man guys are like close to
yeah.
7 feet tall.
Yeah, like the Mountain from Game of Thrones. Dude, that guy is a fucking
His wife,
so hot.
small lady. His wife.
She's probably like
Of course, you're
small-
thinking about how they fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine.
I know where this conversation is going now.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Imagine you're at a bar one night
Okay.
and a chick comes up to you. She's like, "Hey, she's hot. It's going well." It's like, "Come back to my house." He's like, and then you get to talking to her a little more in the night, and then she's, "Hey, I just want to let you know, like, I am married. I don't know if you're still down for it."
But he's a big cock.
No, and I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. Like, you know what yeah, I'll do it. And then you go home, you start fooling around with her, and you see a picture of the mountain.
Oh my
And,
god.
and that's her fucking.
You're married to the mountain.
I'd be like, wait, you're married to the fucking mountain? Absolutely not. Oh my god, dude. Fucking
I would
get at
do it.
You still
I,
do it?
I would do it, dude. I would do it because like I'm so fucking cocky. I'm
You
like,
wanna
I'm
be-
gonna get away with it. Like he's never gonna find out.
You want to just be Eskimo brothers with the mountain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah. I mean, that's a cool fucking story to tell. Like,
Yeah.
yo, I banged the mountain's fucking wife.
Yeah.
You know, but like, I definitely would be like, yo, I'm gonna get away with it. No one's gonna know.
By the way, Mr.
And then,
Mountain, Mr. Mountain, if you are watching this, no one has had sex with your wife here.
yeah,
We're thinking about that.
yeah,
Oh my god, dude.
yeah. I'm gonna bang your wife, Mountain.
I'm gonna mount your mount.
I'm gonna bang the mountain's wife. Dude, that'd be oof. What? So say he comes home
I say, during.
during. Would you?
Well, it's not a stealthy entrance. I would see her. You hear him coming.
Well, first off, I imagine the house has a drawbridge and a moat. It's got like a dragon in the backyard. Like, ah. But yeah, dude. You think he's fast? You think he's catching you?
I don't think he's that fast.
He's not like Brock Lesnar.
Well, like, dude, I have awful cardio. I smoke like a pack a day. He might catch me.
I got good cardio, but I got shit hips. I can't run fast
yeah.
anymore. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. He might catch me, and then I'm just like, yo,
Oh my god,
that's
dude.
it.
Yo, please. Like, I'd be like, I
night,
guess
Hugh.
What do
I'm-
you think he does to you? Do you think he like
What is
punches
he-
you, or do you think he just like go like
He
tries
crushes
to?
your head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like in the show, he just crushes your head.
like this.
Yeah. But like, you think he like just tries to like rip your arm off, or like, do you think he like punches like through your head?
Oh my god, I imagine. Do they have kids?
I don't know. This is
I would
your
ima-
story.
I would
They have
imagine.
little pebbles of their own.
Yeah, right. They have little 9 feet tall children.
Yeah,
I would imagine, because he has to know his strength.
yeah,
He has to know, like, if I seriously unload a fucking right hook on this guy,
He's
I'll,
dead, yeah.
I'll collapse his chest.
yeah.
So I think he'd pick you up and just like let you know, like, I'll fucking rip your arms off.
Yeah.
And then like I'll never come back again. I'm sorry.
Oh, I would be terrified.
Dude.
He could just talk to me mean.
Horrified.
I'd be
Dude,
horrified.
Well-
He could just like raise his
Well,
voice
that's-
a little bit, and I'd be like, "Dude, Miss Mountain, I'm sorry."
Well, that raises a question. Like, does he?
Mr. Mountain.
Mr. Mountain, I'm sorry, your wife's a whore.
Okay, let's up the ante.
Friends call me Boulder.
Let's up the ante again.
But see, like, well, that raises a question that, like, does he need to know how strong he is before he, like, goes and attacks someone or defends himself? Like, you have a certificate in jiu-jitsu. So, like, if you do hurt someone, are you liable knowing that you are certified in that martial art?
So I actually got into something, was it 2 summers ago? I think it was 2 summers ago. And I choked a guy out in the back of a bar. And, and I woke him up and did the whole, like, legs over the head thing.
Okay.
I wake him up and we were cool after. And then I was drunk and I was being a tool bag about it. I thought it was cool and I put it on my Instagram story. and then just people who follow me were like, "Hey man, fucking don't do that, dude." Like people like people who just come to shows over the years and they're like, "Yo man, like you'll ruin your life if you do that. Take that off."
Yeah.
And I took it off immediately. And they were like, "Yeah, dude, like
What would happen?
I'm charged with assault."
Oh yeah.
So
because I choked a guy out at a bar one time.
But you're not trained in anything.
No, I know, but this
You
is
just
how,
have
this is how
unbridled
the story-
madness.
Let me get through the story because it's actually kind of funny. So, I was at a bar, and like this dude is just being like a complete fucking tool bag, and it's him and his buddy, and this is how you know someone from Levittown's about to get into a fight. I hear this guy just talking blah 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 to my friend, and I hear my friend say, "What do you think? You're better than me?" And that's how you know like a white trash kid is about to get into a fight. Like, what do you think? You're better than me? All of a sudden, punches start going. This guy just walks by me, and I just slipped him in real quick, and I fucking put him out. I put him down gently, and I fucking ran. All of a sudden, this guy runs out and he goes, "Police, stop!" And I'm like, "Oh my god, fuck!" I stopped like a retard. This guy wouldn't have caught me, so he's like, "Let me see your ID," and then I give him my ID. He's like, "You could have fucking killed that kid. He's still on the floor, blah blah blah," and he's reading me the riot act. So finally, I'm he gives me my ID back, and I'm like, "Wait a second. I was just doing coke with you in the bathroom, you motherfucker." And my friends started throwing beer bottles at him, and we ran away.
How old? This seems like a young story. How old is this?
I know this is older.
You're giving him too much credit.
Yeah, no, this is an older story. It was definitely fucking, I don't know, 10 years ago.
Okay.
But it was just it was a scary moment because I was just what the fuck, this guy's saying yo, that's a deadly move. You could go to jail for a long time. He was freaking me out, but yo, fucking. My friends are just "Fuck you, you're not a cop." And I was just looked up at his face, and I was like, "Yo, I gave you a bump. What the fuck?" You were drinking in his bar all day. You can't arrest me.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
It's
If you don't mind, if you guys don't mind me jumping in.
Yeah, story. Wow, we're gonna hear from Tony. Tony story time.
My ex-girlfriend has a nephew. He was in North Carolina. He did MMA.
Yeah.
Down there, like locally, and he got into a fight at a bar, and just an argument. But then he went to the bathroom. The guy comes into the bathroom and attacks him.
Oh shit!
So my ex-girlfriend's nephew, he actually ripped the guy's eye out.
Oh,
but he was defending himself.
Yeah.
But he got arrested. The judge ruled just what you said. You know your strength as a fighter. He got 8 years.
Holy
Really?
shit!
He got 8 years, and he did the whole 8.
He did but he also did a lot of damage.
But he was the guy. He claims that the guy actually had him he's a MMA fighter, but he's short.
Yeah.
He claims this guy had him lifted off, he was off of his feet, so he was just defending himself.
Yeah.
So he still got 8 years.
Did he have one of these?
Yeah.
So he definitely didn't suck the judge's dick.
Yeah. Nice callback.
Or he didn't do a good job at it.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, imagine you sucked the
It was a very
judge's dick.
toothy blowjob.
I've had better. You're getting
We're actually
me.
extending your sentence.
Anyway.
No parole.
Yeah.
It's I remember there was one time I was wrestling my friend's cousin.
Yeah.
I think it was a purple belt at the time, and he's a big guy, so he he ran into me. We were fucking around, but he's a big guy, so I got him in a standing.
Yeah.
And I felt his hands on my back, like still gripping. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, he's awake. I let go. He was out cold and just folded at the center and just whack hit his head against the hardwood floor.
Yeah.
And dude, like the biggest, deepest red puddle of blood starts coming out of his head.
Oh my
and
god.
I thought I killed because I looked at his eyes. He was like staring.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, he's dead.
Yeah, dude.
I saw my life
I was
flash
just
before
gonna
my
say
eyes.
that's like a huge fear of mine. It's just
how
like
long ago was this?
Purple belt. So it's coming up on 10 years.
So that's like when we just met.
No. We met a long time ago. I was 24.
All right. Well, when did you start comedy? How old were you?
I was 23.
All right. So
Oh yeah, shit, really?
Shut up.
Oh, I think I just can't believe we've been doing it for this long.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should stop telling people this.
Yeah, right.
We just started, actually.
Yeah, we should just start this. We're just really good.
Yes.
yeah.
Going
But that's
back,
a huge fear of mine. It's like, dude, like you hear stories like fucking you punch someone in the face, they get knocked out, they hit their head on concrete, they're dead. Like you were just defending yourself. You were in a fucking bar fight, but you're going away. Like that's
yeah,
it,
you're
dude. Like,
there's no
Yeah.
leniency.
Yeah.
Well, that's
it's crazy.
manslaughter, right? When
Yeah.
you actually, if it's not intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going back to the mountain situation.
I want to talk about fucking the mountain's wife again.
I want to talk about Mr. Mountain. Say he comes in, he's got you cornered.
Yeah.
And he's like, I know how strong I am, and I'm actually gonna kill you.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck. And he's like, or
Or you're stuck in my dick.
we can have a threesome, and I'm banging you in the ass.
Ah, no, I'm not doing that.
That'll
I'm not
ruin a
doing
man.
that. I'm not doing that.
You'd rather take the murder?
He's like, let me wear your hat too.
Let me get up inside you. I'm the mountain.
What if it was something like?
Mount this mountain.
What if it was something not gay, but it was like demeaning? Like you had to be his table for a week.
I would do that.
Be his
I would be his
table?
table.
Naked. You gotta be naked, and you gotta be his table.
I would be his naked table. I would do that.
Funny story. Pretty crazy story. We were 19. My friend was hooking up with this girl. And she was a woman. She was married. And he's like, yo, I'm hooking up with this hot, like 35-year-old woman. And we were 19, so that's an adult. And he's like, he's talking about her left and right. And one day he just stops talking about her. And we were like, what the fuck happened to that older woman that you were hooking up with? And he's like, oh, I don't want to talk about it. And we were like, now you got to talk about it.
Oh, you got tabled?
So he was, so he's like, yeah, one day she told me to come over, like in the middle of the day. And he comes over and the husband comes home. And he's like, quick, he got his fucking shit together. And he dashed out of the backyard and he hopped the fence and he escaped. And then he said before he escaped, he was hopping the fence and he looked back and he locked eyes with the guy. So he gets away and he's in his car and he's driving away. He's like, I fucking know that guy, dude. Like, I know who that guy is.
Yeah.
He gets home and it dawns on him that that's his manager from when he worked at McDonald's in 7th grade. He shows up to work like that next week and the guy's there. And he's like, hey, let me pull you aside for a second. He's like, listen, my wife's hot. I know she's, you're young. This is
Yeah.
a big thing for you. I'm going to let this one slide. And we're just never going to speak about this again. But if I see your number on her phone ever again, I'll put a fucking gun in your mouth and I'll blow your fucking brains out.
Oh, wow.
He's like, I don't care about going to jail. I love that woman. And we have kids. And
Yeah.
I'll fucking kill you. And my friend was like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, have a good day. And he never saw him again.
Oh, wow. That's like, that guy was like stern and like probably like calm and cool.
Yeah.
And when someone threatens you like that, it's just like, all right.
Yeah, because you know, like if
Like,
someone's
that's going to happen to you if you do it again.
if someone's threatening you, like, oh, fucking, I'll do this, I'll do that, you probably,
Yeah.
don't have the capability of doing so.
I'm going to come back and shoot up this fucking place.
Yeah, those people-
and I'm going to call some heavy fucking pipe laying.
No, you're not.
Yeah, there's no.
No, you're not. You're not going to do that.
Not
And if
gonna
anything,
do it.
I'll probably trash you myself.
Yeah.
You have to be like Liam Neeson. Like, I will find you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When someone comes at you with that,
particular set of skills.
when someone comes at you with that monotone voice,
Yeah.
you're like, oh no, he's going to do this.
Yeah.
For sure he's going to do this.
Yeah, that's like a whole different story, you know?
Yeah, man. That's fucking crazy.
Because I did that like once or twice where like I threatened someone, just like, listen, I know you did, you know, like you fucked up. It's fine. You know, like people were like fucking with my sister, like back in the day.
Yeah.
This is like high school, but like that's how I like fucking took it. I was like, all right, dude, like you just go fucking apologize to her and you never fuck with her again.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to fucking beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Like you don't understand that. That's my sister.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
got a little sister. So
Yeah, and it's like, she came home crying one time.
yeah, you see that fucking pisses you off.
Well, like it was like 2 a.m. or whatever, and like my sister came home crying, and like, you know, like she woke up my mom, my dad's up, and like I was home, you know, like I just got home, I was drinking like all night with my friends, and I was fucking watching TV on the couch. And then like my dad came home, like my dad like fucking woke up, he came downstairs, like everyone's downstairs, like a whole to do, and my dad just goes, you know what you got to do, right? He's like, because if I do it, like I'm gonna go to jail.
Yeah, Max definitely.
Yeah, and I was just like, all right, like that's cool. That like I'm gonna go fucking kill this kid. And I ended up seeing him the next night. And it was like the next night, and I fucking like just grabbed him and I fucking started choking him. And like I was at a party, and I just had him like here, like where you know.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh my God, Hugh, enough! You're drunk. You want to fight? Like you stop being such an asshole." Like
No. There's a story behind this.
yeah, and then like they like after a while, like just like hearing me talk, dude, like all the girls at the party were like, "Oh, he's such a good brother."
He's so hot.
Like, you know, like that was so cute.
Did you get laid after that night?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Are all your episodes this deranged, by the way? All right,
Yeah,
I might
yeah.
have to come back.
Yeah, dude, this is what we do.
This is nice.
Yeah, you're like, do you have any topics of conversation we're gonna cover? And I'm like, you just literally just say whatever.
I'm just asking. Like every
Yeah.
podcast is different.
It's such a bros podcast. But that's why I love it.
Yo, it's a good hang.
Yeah,
fun.
it's a good hang.
It's a good
Yeah.
hang, and I'm waiting for this thing to just get flagged. One of us starts
Yeah, dude.
Someone of us starts getting successful. Like, oh, hold up.
Yeah, and we get canceled, like get the fucking Shane Gillis treatment. It's like,
Oh,
you're on
no.
a fucking podcast.
I think it's just you got to understand that these are like, yeah, these are stories, but like this isn't like that's not really who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's
dude.
because we say some things where it actually lets them know who we are, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
they're not bad guys. And like, okay, listen, everybody was young. Everybody was in their 20s.
Yeah.
If you're like, I never did anything in my 20s, I did this.
Then
I
you're
like,
a dork.
sick. You're a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that feel? You wasted the 1 decade in your life where you kind of could just be a fucking
You can
idiot.
kind of get away with it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't do that shit in your 30s. There's
Nope.
no excuse.
You're an adult now.
You're an adult
Yeah.
now. Then you're just an asshole.
Yeah, dude, like most of the stories we tell are from like when we were like young in our 20s. Like,
Yeah.
like I just told that story. I was in fucking high school, you
Yeah.
know? Like,
Yeah.
dude, like I'm not really that guy anymore. I'm fucking 37 and I got a career.
Well, the time
Yeah.
I almost murdered Tim Thompson, I was 33, I think. But that's
Shout out to Tim.
shout out to Tim.
Yo,
Timmy!
Tim was my old podcast partner.
Was he?
Yeah,
Oh, I
dude.
didn't know that.
Couch Quest. I don't know
Oh,
if the
yeah.
episodes are still up. We used to play video games and have a little podcast going. Love Tim.
He's a
Yeah.
great guy.
Yeah,
Tim's
dude.
cool.
Yeah, man. Dude, this is fucking. Yeah, this is what we do here.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also, how would you know? How would you learn if you didn't make mistakes?
Exactly.
How would you- you know?
They're living vicariously through us now.
Yeah.
Learn from our mistakes. Well, mostly theirs.
Yeah.
I've only fucked up a few times.
Like okay, I'll admit, shitty thing about myself. When I was
Zoom in.
up until I was like in my mid 20s, so all through teens and the first half of my 20s, I would try and fuck other people's girlfriends.
You still do. I'm kidding.
That's what I would do. That's what I would do. And because I don't know, I had a chip in my shoulder. I wanted what I wanted.
Dude, that's
and,
hilarious.
and that's what I've done.
That is fucking hilarious.
Dude, that's hilarious. But long
Dude,
story.
like, were you good at it?
I was really good at it.
Really?
I was
Oh,
really good
that's
at
so
it.
fucking good.
I was so bad. But one time, the last time I did it, I saw what I wanted, and I was like, I'm going to start making moves at this girl. Turns out we had a lot in common, and we had a really good time chilling. It wasn't just like this fuck sesh.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, oh, we're hanging out. And yeah, I caught feelings. obviously.
Oh no, he's caught
it
fumes.
shit hits the fan, which it always does. And when shit hits the fan, when you do shit like that, she's gonna go back to her man, who she really loves, and you're gonna be sitting there with your dick in your hand, and you're gonna look like a fucking fool. And dude, like I did, and I felt like I was just like knocked upside down. And I was like, dude, you got in too deep. You forgot you were the side piece. And now you're an idiot. Like, look at that. And like my whole town hated me. Like I noticed like noticeably less likes coming in on Instagram.
Oh god.
less views.
You can't fuck with the gram.
Less views on my Snapchat. Like people were like, "Yo, fuck Travis."
Yeah. Well, that would be a great idea for a show, by the way. You know, like the Catch a Predator. It'd be like the Catch a Slut. He just pretend he's gonna pretend like he's gonna fuck this, but it's like, no, excuse me. You have a boyfriend, right? Yeah. Well, see, we have cameras all over here, and you were going to have sex with me? Your boyfriend's actually waiting outside. We're going to take you away.
They have something like that. It's kind of called The Bachelor, I think is what it's called.
Oh, I forgot. I don't watch that show.
Yeah,
so I don't
my
know what it's
sister
about.
loves it. That's the only reason why I know. But that's another story. But see, how would I know? How would I know that that's not, I mean, like, listen, you probably should know, but like, you know, I fucked up and I made a mistake and now I know and I'll never do that again. Like that, I look back at that time in my life like, what a fucking asshole you were, dude.
How we doing? Oh, you're about to hit an hour.
Oh, okay.
58 minutes to be exact.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's a good time to fucking start doing plugs.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve, you got anything coming up you want to talk about?
Yeah, this Friday I'm doing the Nights of Rocco comedy showcase in the Giggle Room. That's at 8 o'clock. Me alongside other really funny people in the Long Island scene. Renee Fuentes, Tom Collery, Jeff Goldberg, to name a few. And then on Valentine's Day, I'm producing a show at the Necromantic Brew Company in Farmingdale.
Oh, shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was the original one you were supposed to be on Halloween.
Yeah.
And then something happened. What happened again? You got called into work or something like that?
Well, yeah, my schedule got changed. Yeah. But I'm gonna be coming back soon.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, I worked out a swap.
That's what's
'cause,
up,
like, we
dude.
don't get a lot of days off. So what we do, we get unlimited swaps. So what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna go in at 2 p.m. on Tuesday and get out at 6 a.m. And then do that again for Wednesday. So like double, and then a single shift on Thursday, and I'm gonna have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off.
All right.
Do 4 days off a week.
Yeah.
Like that's
That's
fucking,
good.
yo, that's
Sick.
a perfect schedule.
That's an amazing
So
fucking
and like
schedule.
those are also some like big comedy days. So I'm
Yes.
gonna like
Yeah.
start trying to come back around, you know.
Yeah, man. I feel you because I've just been trying to put stuff together with the acting, so I haven't really been getting up more. But now
Yeah.
it's a new year, so let's fucking start getting up
Yeah.
more.
Got it.
Oh, you know who hit me up yesterday? Kevin Brogan.
Oh yeah.
How's he
Yeah, he
doing?
wants to get back into it. He wrote a whole new set. He's dropping the props and everything.
Oh
That's good.
wow.
I
He's gonna
knew-
be more.
I would
More
like to.
contemporary,
I
I
would like
guess.
to see that. I would
Yeah.
like
I
to
don't.
see that. No, yeah, you're like.
I like weird things.
You know, like, Perillo came to me. He's like, "Why isn't Brogan playing with toys still?" And I'm like, "Because he's well into his 30s.
Shut up.
He's 36 years old. How
Oh,
long-
it's comedy.
He's finally getting laid now.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
married.
Yeah, he's turning.
He
out-
is.
He turned
She-
into a man.
She hot black chick.
Yeah, hot
Right?
black chick.
Yeah, hot black chick.
I'll
dude.
do it.
Good for him.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
She.
Fuck the props out of him.
You start dating a black chick. She's like, "Yo, these fucking toys have to go." Like,
But my stickers. No.
I'm not fucking a guy with toys. Okay, you can
Not
get
that
the,
type of toys.
You can get the fuck out of here with that. But
Oh no.
yeah, like I said, I've just been trying to put things together with the acting. It's got a few things going on. I'll let you guys know. But if you are in AC on Saturday, the 13th, I will be at Atlantic City Comedy Club at 8 o'clock. And yeah, it's a fun time. Like, room fucking rocks. We're doing like longer sets, 20 minutes. So it'll be fun. If you're there, come through. If you're not, well, I mean, hey, fucking
Whatever.
fuck you.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, hit me up at The Logic on Instagram. You'll see. I'm gonna start getting into some shows soon. And don't forget to follow us on at Treading Water Podcast on all social media. You guys want to plug the gram?
Yeah, Steve
Yeah.
Rocco Comedy on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trav_Grant on Instagram. Travis Grant on Facebook. And yeah, that's it.
Perfect. And follow Gov's Comedy and fucking what is it? Gov's Comedy Podcast?
Rose Comedy Club podcast. Yep.
Gov's Comedy Club Podcast on Instagram too.
Yeah. Tell people about Treading Water too. That'd be nice.
Yeah, man. Peace.
Yeah.